some of the greatest successes for women have come from a broken engagement.
Let me tell you something.
Because it ain't much more that's going to send you up through there, send you back to the Lord.
You know what? And that's what happened. I was heartbroken. Like, I was devastated. And what I realized in that depressed, you know, all the things during a breakup, right? And it was so crazy because during that season, like, I started seeing other women that were going through similar things. And I'm like, you know, and then they're coming to me. And I'm like, I ain't got nothing to give you. I just didn't toe up. Like, you know, and it was there where I was like, wait, there's a need here. There is a space that needs to be created. And I thought it was just for women to come together to talk and encourage each other. I did not see myself in ministry. I did not see myself. Again, I don't come from that background. I wasn't interested in what I had known things to look like. It just wasn't fly enough for me. And so I didn't even know that this was what I was doing until I was doing it. And I think God knew, because I'm so different. You weren't gonna get there on your own. I wasn't. So he's like, I gotta kind of hook her in another way to get her in. And then I looked up and I was doing ministry, but that wasn't my intent. I just wanted to create a space for women who were going through some of the same things I was going through.
Which is literally what the Single Wives Club was, from a broken engagement. So we're like basically the same person.
I did not know this!
Girl, that's how I know what an engagement will do to you. That was my launching pad for me starting the Single Wives Club, which literally was just women coming together to encourage people. You just took it a step further with Jesus.
Yeah, I put a little bit more Jesus in there.
You put a little Jesus in there, but I still say, you know, what I do is very much so my ministry.
Absolutely.
I don't know no Bible verses, girl. Let me tell you about.
I got you.
Let me
That's
tell
why
you.
we connected.
That's
why we
here.
with the Bible verses.
You got me with the Bible verses because let me tell you, the church girls be coming for me. Okay, maybe they gonna keep it cute because I got the church girl on the couch. But let me tell you, my hesitation with religion. I would say religion and church, because me and God, we real good. Right?
Absolutely.
I just feel like I don't want to put all of y'all in the same box. I'm not gonna put you in a box. We're gonna take you out of the box.
I appreciate that, because
from what I've seen, it's so much judgment.
Absolutely.
It's so much judgment. It's so much like mean-spirited stuff. Specifically when I started the Single Wives Club, because it was not, and y'all, for those of y'all who don't know, the Single Wives Club was literally like a self-help group for single women who wanted to prepare to become wives, because there's nowhere for us to go to prepare.
For sure.
Still, to this day, nothing. But what I would get so often, because it wasn't religious-based, I would get so much judgment from religious people because they felt like, well, marriage is like this religious concept. So how you going to be doing anything without Jesus? For sure. And and again, y'all know I tell my business, don't judge me for this.
I'm not judging you.
I won't say I grew up in the church, but I grew up going to church.
For sure.
So I had some idea of church, the Bible, Jesus. And as I got older and as I matured and as I went through things, my understanding started to change. For sure. And even to this day, me and God are like this.
Yeah.
I don't know
his people, though?
I don't know if, not even his people. I have a hard time. I have a disconnect with Jesus.
Yeah. I get that.
Help me with that disconnect. Because for me, it's like, God, I get it. I got it. I know there's a higher power. Yeah. I have seen him work. For sure. In my life.
For sure.
I don't necessarily know if I buy into Jesus. Don't judge me for that.
I'm not. Oh,
let's talk about it.
Well, I'm not. You ain't got to worry about me judging you. Okay, so let's unpack it. So let me deal first with the first part of what you said, and then we'll deal with the second part of what you said. So I too feel what you feel, and you know, I may be classified as the church girl, but I too experience judgment. I too experience.
You too?
Oh yes, ma'am. Early on in my journey, I remember getting threats. I remember other people in the city telling me I had
threats by way of Jesus.
Threats of like first ladies and pastors and preachers and all of that. And I'm gonna be honest with you, Coriel. This was one of the reasons why I told God I was good. Like I really struggled with my purpose. I know exactly what I'm called to do and how I'm called to do it, but I struggled with it because one, I didn't want to be one of them. right? I didn't want to be a hypocrite. And I'm not talking about a hypocrite from like, oh, you doing one thing and living one way, but just being mean. Like just being, I didn't want to be associated with that. And so I struggled for a long time with what I felt like I was supposed to do because of what I had seen. And so I want you to know you're not by yourself. I'm doing this. And now I have to manage it on a whole nother level than what I did before because of the style of what I've been called to do. And so, yeah, I've been discouraged this week looking at Christians online, going back and forth, dogging one another. It is so disheartening. I'm like, God, you're going to have to help me. But it also is my encouragement to show people it done a different way, to help people to know that, yes, you may see some mean Christians, or yes, you may see some judgmental people, but everybody who names the name of Christ and Jesus is not that way. And so it's like motivating for me a lot of times, because I'm here to show people authentic. Like, you do not have to do X, Y, and Z and check every box. God is not looking for your behavior. He's looking for your heart. He works all that other stuff out as you keep like all of the things that I don't think we share with people enough. And so I just want you to know, like, you're not by yourself.
Okay, girl, that made me feel better.
Yeah,
I can't believe they're doing you like that.
Yeah, and that's all good, right? Because it's expected. Like, you're not gonna be effective without opposition. You're not gonna be effective without people not agreeing with you. And I just feel like that comes with it. So that's the first part.